Most people don't change, not because they don't know enough, but because they never apply what they learn. Émile Coué taught that repeated thoughts shape your life. Welcome to timeless prosperity. Let's break this down simply. Chapter 9. The use of suggestion for moral ailments and habits. Conditions like neurasthenia, chronic fatigue, anxiety, low resilience are incredibly common today, and they often respond beautifully to consistent, conscious autosuggestion. I've had the privilege of helping many people recover after every other treatment failed. One man, for example, spent a month in a specialized clinic in Luxembourg with no improvement. After 6 weeks of practicing autosuggestion the way I teach it, he was completely transformed. He went from believing he was the most miserable person alive to becoming one of the happiest. And because he learned to guide his own unconscious mind, he's unlikely to fall back into that pattern. Note: the goal isn't dependency on a practitioner. It's empowerment, teaching people to become their own healers. What about deeper patterns? Habits, impulses, moral struggles? If autosuggestion can help with physical and emotional symptoms, could it also help society at large? Like supporting young people in reformatories who keep cycling back into harmful choices? I believe it can, and I can prove it. Let me share 2 powerful examples. First, a simple analogy to explain how this works with deep-seated habits. Imagine your brain as a wooden plank. Every idea, habit, or instinct is like a nail driven into that plank. If someone has a harmful pattern, a bad nail, we don't yank it out by force. Instead, we take a good nail, a healthier idea or habit, place it right on top of the old one, and give it a gentle tap with a hammer. That's the suggestion. After the first tap, the new nail goes in a little. The old one loosens a little. After several taps, the new one is firmly in. The old one is nearly gone. After enough consistent taps, the old nail is fully replaced. Once that substitution happens, the person naturally acts from the new pattern. Not because they're forcing themselves, but because their inner wiring has shifted. Note: this isn't about shame or fixing broken people. It's about gentle, consistent reprogramming, working with the mind's natural learning process. Real cases, when inner shifts change lives. Case 1. A child's transformation. Little M, age 11, struggled with 2 challenges: bedwetting and daytime accidents. Kleptomania, compulsive stealing, plus lying to cover it up. After the first suggestion session, daytime accidents stopped. Nighttime ones gradually faded. Within months, he was fully dry. His stealing impulses also softened. And by 6 months, they had vanished completely. Case 2. A young man's rage. His brother, 18, carried intense hatred toward another sibling. Whenever he drank even a little, he felt an overwhelming urge to grab a knife and attack. He knew it was wrong. He feared what he might do, and he felt powerless to stop it. After one session of suggestion, the hatred dissolved. The urge disappeared. The brothers became close friends, and stayed that way. I followed this case for years. The change held. Note: Coué isn't claiming autosuggestion replaces accountability or therapy. He's showing that when the unconscious mind accepts a new narrative, behavior can shift at the root. A question for society: if results like this are possible, shouldn't we seriously consider bringing this method into reformatories, schools, and youth programs? I'm convinced that if suggestion were applied daily, with care, ethics, and consistency, to young people struggling with harmful patterns, more than half could find a new path. Wouldn't that be a profound service? To help people who've been shaped by pain or neglect rediscover their capacity for integrity, connection, and contribution? Note: this isn't about control. It's about offering tools for self-mastery, so people aren't ruled by old wounds or impulses. But isn't suggestion dangerous? Some worry. What if this power is misused? Fair question. 2 responses. 1. In ethical practice, suggestion is only offered by trained, trustworthy professionals, doctors, counselors, educators, who act in the person's best interest. 2. People who want to manipulate others don't ask permission. They'll find a way with or without this knowledge. And honestly, what powerful tool isn't potentially dangerous? Steam, electricity, cars, medications, even words. The answer isn't to avoid the tool, it's to learn to use it wisely. Note: Coué's method is inherently ethical because it teaches self-suggestion. The real power always returns to the individual. Check in tomorrow for the next chapter. If you like this type of content, please like and share. It will keep me motivated to produce more.